Welcome YouTube, welcome back to another sit down video. So today's video is about getting sick and coming back to the gym. Now some of you might be like, where's this come from? Well, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you wouldn't know that last week I was fucking poorly. It ended up being a throat and ear infection.
Nice.
And I was sick as a fucking pig. I was throwing up, I couldn't hold food down, diarrhea, you name it, I was fucked. And with that, posting on Instagram, I had lots of questions of people. What do you do when you're sick? XYZ, coming back to the gym. So I'm gonna break it down in this nice short little video to help some of you who might be feeling under the weather, and what should we do when we come back to the gym. So we get sick. Initially you get sick, don't go and train. You're already poorly, you can't even recover from day-to-day life. You're not going to be able to recover from training. You can't eat, you can't get your fluids down properly. It's not worth your while. You're just not going to be making any progress. And secondly, you're most likely going to be spreading it around your gym, making everyone else sick. So just focus on getting better. That is your number one priority. Don't try and force food. Don't try and force anything. Your priority is just getting better. Take your meds, what you need to take, obviously whatever you're feeling, how rough you are, and just focus on getting better. That is your number one priority. What you could eat is going to be a good sign that we're feeling pretty good. Probably take an extra day so that you can guarantee that you're getting your food down. So you have that one day of where you probably could have gone to the gym, but you stay away from the gym, you eat your food, you feel good, and you start getting those stores nice and full again. Then you can get back in the gym. How I would approach getting back to your training after that day off would be going with some slightly lower volume. Exactly like you would if you were deloaded. One working set, all out failure with just that set, but it's real low volume sessions to allow your body to recover, because your body's recovery capabilities are still going to be a little bit knackered as we get back. And I'd probably run that for a week after you've been unwell, and that depends on how unwell you are. You've got a bit of a sniffly cold and have to have a day off because you felt run down, a little bit different. You may be able to do one session back and be good as gold. It's going to depend on how rough you were and how much you got beaten up by the sickness and whatever you had. So overall, when it comes to getting back into training, ease yourself in, don't jump the gun, and don't force anything. Now, a few questions I had from individuals were, what if I've missed all my jabs? Now this is for the enhanced competitor, and my answer is just start from where you left off. If you want to, you really want to, and you have missed your jabs nearly for 1 week and you're still in that week, just do all your jabs on those last couple of days. Yes, you can have a big spike, but if that settles your mind, so be it. I'm not condoning that that's the way to do things, but if that's going to settle, that'll be fine. But let's say you've missed a whole week, just start from where you were. Just start straight back. You don't need to think, oh, I need to do double the dosage this week because I missed it last week. Don't go and do that kind of shit. The same as you would with your meals and your food and how to approach it. You wouldn't eat more calories because you've missed more. You just simply start off from where you left off and then ease yourself back in, especially if you've had stomach sickness and your stomach and your gut is all a bit fucked up from being sick so many times and having diarrhea and these horrible kind of things. Has kind of ruined your gut. Maybe taking a medication has caused some digestive issues as well. Certain things like certain antibiotics can cause quite severe digestive problems. Exactly the same as you would with your food, as your drugs. Just literally come back into it. So we're not overcomplicating things, we're not doubling up, we're not doubling up on calories, we're not having to eat a load of shit food, we're not doubling up on our drugs because we missed a week. We're simply just easing ourselves back in and just straight back on as if it never happened. I hope this video has helped some of you on your approach and getting back from being unwell. I'm really sorry to hear if you have been unwell, and if you haven't been unwell and you're just writing this down to know for your future, that's it. Don't sweat it, don't try and overcomplicate it. Just get back on your feet and get back things moving. And if you need to take it a little bit more steady with the easing back in with the food, easing back in with your training, that's absolutely fine. Depending on how unwell you have been, that's going to dictate to how quickly we can bounce back and how quickly you can ramp up your volume and ramp up your food if that is an issue. Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful. Like and subscribe, and most of all, get massive.